Hey babes, hello. So I'm super sick right now, and I just have to get this off my chest because it's weighing on me very hard for the last 3 days. And yesterday I had no voice. Today I have a little bit of voice, but it's not my voice. So I'm furious with this SOB here. And I'm gonna explain why I'm so furious. I feel like she is playing victim, literally, and rubbing it in real victims' faces, okay? I can speak on fact, okay, because I grew up with a narcissistic mother. I also grew up with my mother being, she had Munchausen syndrome by proxy, and I ended up being the proxy. Same with my two younger sisters growing up. They were the proxies as well, okay? But the difference between me and this SOB is I ran away at 14, okay? I left the house at 14. My soul couldn't take it no more. And I knew everything that was going on in that household was wrong, okay? Deep inside me, I knew it was all wrong. This SOB, as an adult, not a 14-year-old minor, ended up expiring unaliving her mother instead. And honestly, I feel like she even had a hand in it, but we won't even get to that part. I feel like it's a smack in the face to real victims like me and all these other people around the world that actually have endured this, and we're not actually part of it, for Disney trips and new houses. See, I didn't get no Disney trip, okay? I just got the pain from it, okay? I didn't get no new houses and brand deals here and brand deals here, and none of that, okay? And my issue right now is that I can prove to you right now, right here, right today, okay? I could prove to you right now that this SOB is a manipulative and conniving SOB, okay? How, Candace, how, you ask? How can I prove this? See, when you're traumatized by things of that sort, Munchausen syndrome by proxy, you were traumatized by the doctors as well.
I did this video a month ago. I just wanted to cut into the video to show you. This is me 3 weeks after giving birth. I went to the hospital because I couldn't breathe, and I thought it was just an asthma attack, but it wasn't. I had pneumonia with sepsis. So I was literally on my deathbed. The only time a survivor of Munchausen syndrome by proxy goes to the doctor is literally on their deathbed. Literally on their deathbed. Not because they want facial reconstruction, because they don't want to look what they are on the inside as on the outside. You understand?
Hence the reason I'm still sick, because I refuse to go to a doctor. They almost killed me more than 4 times in the past 4 years that I've been out here. I've lost about 3.5, maybe 4, I'm not even sure at this point, organs, because they don't listen to me.
From ectopic pregnancy, if you're wondering, I had back-to-back ectopic pregnancies, but they wouldn't listen to me, and they almost killed me, sending me home saying it was a spontaneous abortion, which basically means it was a miscarriage when it wasn't, and I was internally bleeding, okay? And that was before I got pregnant with my daughter that I just showed you. Okay, sorry.
Okay, but she gets out of jail and goes right for surgery? BS. It's wrong.
Her justification was that she got to pick the doctors. And no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
It's a lie. She's a conniver. She belongs in Hollywood. Stay there. Stay there. A person with trauma for Munchausen syndrome has real trauma. Oh, my voice is going to hate me for this. Oh.
And I'm going to show you that what she calls trauma and triggers are not traumas and triggers. I'm going to show it to you, so please just stay with me.
Real trauma does not go away. Okay? When you're traumatized by doctors, The first thing you do when you get out of jail is not run to a doctor to get your face changed. Although she needed it, that's not the first thing a traumatized person would do. Okay? And how everybody's praising her. It's a slap in the face to real victims like me. It's a slap in the face. And let me tell you, I swear, I'm trying to keep my composure here. I'm trying to keep my composure because this gets me so riled up inside because I feel like she's playing with real victims' feelings. See, real victims don't get houses and Disney trips.
Dun, 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 dun.
Real victims don't get houses and Disney trips. That's not what victims get.
Have you ever seen another Munchausen syndrome by proxy story out there like Gypsy's? No.
Real victims get nothing except for the trauma and the pain. This girl's a Hollywood pawn. She's a pawn, a puppet. Her eyes are evil. There's no soul in there. There's no soul. She's a narcissist. She learned from the best. We are not the same soul. Myself and Gypsy Rose are not the same souls. I'm angry because she's playing in my face. She's playing.
I have advocated for victims for the last 9 years, every single day. I'm not new to this. I'm just new to TikTok. Every single day for 9 years. I'm not doing it to become an influencer. I'm not doing it to get sponsorships. I do it because I'm passionate about it, and I believe I can help other victims with a voice. When I had none, nobody was there for me. But I can be there for other people that have none to show them that they actually do have one. It's not about the money like Gypsy. Everything is about money with Gypsy. I'm the complete opposite. Money don't make me. My family makes me. The one I built, the family I built, makes me. That's my heaven. That's my money. My family.
In our faces, in your faces, and other people that have traumas through Munchausen syndrome by proxy's faces. And she's gaining it. She's gaining monetary payment from it. While we all still suffering and struggling. She's a murderer. I was 14 years old and I had more common sense to walk away. No matter what was in store for me out those doors. Whatever was in store for me out those doors was better than what I was going through and behind those doors. At 14, I had more common sense. My mother's still walking around somewhere. I don't even like calling her my mother. She was my portal to come here to help save people and enlighten people. That's it. She was just a fucking portal. Excuse my language. This right here, this demon gets me riled up. From the day I laid eyes on her, I knew she was a liar. And now I can prove it. Because real victims don't run to a doctor from Munchausen syndrome by proxy. My mother used to make me lie to the doctors and say that this hurt and that hurt, and I couldn't walk on this leg and this and that, and I would have surgery after surgery since 5 years old. And I knew it was wrong after when that last surgery they did. I knew it was wrong, and I understood that she was telling me to lie, and I left. I didn't become a murderer. But I guess that's what you gotta do if you want to make it in this world today, right? Because bad is good and good is bad now, right? You're disgusting, Gypsy Rose. You make every piece of hair on my body crawl. You're a demon. You're disgusting. I can't stand you on this planet. Nobody. There should be no...
Absolutely skavots. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into another video real quick just to prove to you that there's no trauma, okay? Give me one moment. Okay, so here she's doing an interview about her triggers and things that cause her flashbacks, but I'm going to literally debunk it right in front of your eyes. Watch this, okay? So the first thing she's going to say is that one of her triggers is not having control over her life. And that's what triggered her to her mama, okay? So let's just watch this.
What are some of the triggers that you have?
Honestly, it's feeling like I don't have control over my
Yeah.
life. That's a big one.
That was honesty, because she looked him dead in the eye when she said it. Now she's looking down, and watch this. I'm going to break it down.
When I feel
Certain phrases.
certain phrases,
Okay, so he starts interrupting and instantly said certain phrases, right? Remember that part.
Things that your mom used to say to you or
yes.
something? Gotcha.
Right. Because one time I was like, you have my heart. And I thought it was something real sweet. And she went, ugh.
Didn't work,
yes.
right?
So
It's like she pulled away. And I was kind of like, what'd I say?
yes, because whenever I was treated to the bed,
She couldn't even get that lie out. I will chain to the bed. No, you weren't. Shut up. So what I peeped right here is number one.
Things that your mom used to say to you or
Yes.
something? Gotcha.
Right. Because one time I was like, you have my heart. And
So he just says her trigger. Okay. If this is a trigger, guys, come on, stay with me. If this is a trigger, it would trigger her. She does not get triggered. Okay. Watch what she does.
I thought it was something real sweet. And she went, ugh.
Didn't work,
Yes.
right?
She's shaking her head. Yep. Yep. She didn't get triggered now. How is that a trigger?
So
It's like she pulled away. And I was,
She's smiling. She's smiling. How is it a trigger if he literally just said your trigger out loud next to you in your ear and you're smiling? That's a lie. It's a lie. Not only that, but this is sounds very rehearsed. It's rehearsed in my eyes because he's finishing her sentences. He's starting her sentences. He's finishing the sentences. This is something they went over like a script. How is it a trigger if she's smiling? Watch how excited she gets to explain her trigger that he just triggered and she didn't react.
I'm like, what'd I say?
yes, because whenever I was treated to the bed,
Liar.
the bed, my mom said, "You're my heart, and I can't live without my heart." And then when he said that exact same thing, it was a trauma
Yeah, but he just said that exact same thing and it wasn't a trauma trigger.
trigger.
And
I
it was kind
understand.
of like, what did I do? You know?
Yeah,
and,
I understand
Watch.
that. Yeah.
And when she
She's laughing. She's giggling. Does this look like a trigger? She's laughing and giggling. See, the thing is, I've been with my hubby for 15 years. And he don't even know all my triggers. He don't even know all my triggers. Because I very rarely speak about it. There's more than 80% of the stuff I haven't even been able to speak to him about things. Because it's a trigger. This is not a trigger. It's a lie. Nobody chained her to a bed. Nobody. Now she might have chained she might have chained Dee Dee to a bed. I'd believe that first. But does this look like a girl chained to a bed? Laughing about her triggers?
told me the story, I was kind of like, okay.
But she
She told you the story. Exactly. See, I can't tell my hubby my traumas. I gave him the most important pieces. But I didn't get into detail. I didn't tell him a story. Because I can't. I can't write a book about it because I can't write it out. It's too much for me. I would love to write a book about it just to get it all out one day. But I can't be the one to write it. I can't do it. I can't sit there and tell somebody exactly everything that happened because it's going to be like reliving it all over again. And I can't even speak about it now. And this SOB is over here laughing about a trigger that was just pulled, and you're still laughing. She's a liar. She's a liar that's being praised for lying. What, we still have people out here that was suffering from real shit. And it's fucking disgusting to me.
You didn't know at the time,
At
right?
the time,
Thought you
I
were being
did.
sweet and
I
you're in
thought I was
trouble,
being
yeah.
cute, and I
Do you understand now?